Is the Sony A7S III a better camera than the Canon EOS R5? Just let's look into it, right now.
Alpha.
Welcome to my channel. I'm called Basia. I'm so appreciative and so honored. Since my last video, my subscriber count gone from 21 to 34, counting now. Thank you very much for all of you that have subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate that. And I'm gonna work hard to put quality video for you guys. Thank you. Keep subscribing if you are not subscribed yet. Before we start here, I want to tell you about my giveaway. This strong fluid head mini tripod that I assembled together. And what you need to do, just 3 simple things. First, like this video. Second, subscribe to my channel, and also leave comment in the channel so that I know who you are. Otherwise, when you subscribe, I cannot see it. And I will announce the winner on August the 30th. Good luck. Tony Northrup is saying that the Sony A7s III is the answer. Let's just hear directly from him.
No, Sony wouldn't let Canon have the spotlight for long. This is their answer to the R5 and R6. It is the Sony A7S Mark III.
With due respect to Tony, you cannot compare apple with banana. They are both fruit, but they are 2 different fruit. Canon EOS R5 and the Sony A7S III are 2 different cameras. He failed to highlight that the Sony A7S III main spec are focused on video, but the Canon EOS R5 is a hybrid camera with a high resolution in both area of still and also video. Let's start with the most talked issue of the EOS R5, the overheating. Apparently that's what is crippling the EOS R5. Let me break you the news. Sony A7S III also overheat, and even quicker than the EOS R5. Let's check this video by Dan Watson testing the overheating from both cameras. He tests more than those 2 cameras. And after getting so much heated debate and feedback and comment and people accusing him left and right, he even repeated the testing. And for the second one, it even got worse for the Sony A7S III.
The last video, the Sony actually gave out on me in 23 minutes, which was very low and way lower than a lot of other people were getting on theirs. We're now about 23 minutes in, and I just lost the Sony. I am also getting an overheating warning on the Canon, so that will be coming in soon. So in this test, I didn't experience anything until about 27 minutes in, and that is when I first got my overheating warning on the A7S III. My Canon, even at 28 minutes in, was still not showing any overheating warning on that. 27 minutes in, I am now seeing an overheating light on the Sony. Come on, focus, there it is. And yeah, we're just seeing that right now. No overheating warning just yet on the Canon, so it's still going strong. At 29 minutes in, I did completely lose the Sony A7S III. All right, I just lost the Sony again. 29 minutes in on this one, the overheating was set to high. Completely lost the Sony. No overheating warning on the Canon either, so still going strong. Let me try and turn this one back on, see if it lets me. I'll keep it off for a second. And it's still giving me the warning, will not let me turn it on at all. This is a little longer than the last time, but well below what everyone has gotten, and these are with all of the changes that I made to this. So whether it's the camera itself or the conditions that I am in, just being crazy hot and humid, this camera was not running unlimited for me or even over an hour, and actually still not even beating out the EOS R5. At 34 minutes in, I finally lost the R5 and it completely gave out on me.
The only full frame mirrorless camera right now in the market not suffering from overheating issue that I know of is the Panasonic Lumix S series. Yes, Sony fan boasting that the Sony A7S III is low light monster that it can record 4K up to 120 frames per second at 10-bit 422, has 2 or 4 card slot, no record limit, flip out LCD screen, etc., etc. I mean, that is great. And so does the Canon EOS R5. Now let's look at serious stuff. No single full-frame mirrorless camera right now in the market is capable of recording 8K raw internal at 10-bit 422 with 45 megapixel high still resolution. Just point me to one single camera that does that. The truth is that with the Canon EOS R5, you got yourself a high-resolution hybrid camera that is outstanding in both areas of photography and also videography for this modest price of £4,199 or $3,899. Oh yeah, one more thing. I am getting my Canon EOS R5 today, delivered today. So I'm so excited. So stay tuned. So I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna run all possibility to get the best out of this camera and overheating. So stay tuned. Do not miss that opportunity. So let's get back to the video. And what Sony did not tell you when they launched the A7S III is when you buy in this camera, you need to invest to get a second camera on top of the A7S III that is capable of high resolution still. Honestly, what can you do with 12 megapixel if you're shooting wedding or event or picture that later you want to print? People pointing to what the 12 megapixel does for recording 4K video, but they don't tell you about the shortcoming with still side of the 12 megapixel. They will say 12 megapixel is enough for online publishing. I mean, that is BS for me. Certainly, they don't want you to know because they're pushing to you one brand over another. But for this price of £3,799 for the Sony A7S III, I truly believe that is overpriced. We're in the area of a hybrid camera that can give you better option for still and video in one body. With the Sony A7S III, you will end up spending almost 10K to fulfill your need for video and still. So be really mindful of that. One more thing I want to highlight, the in-body image stabilization or IBIS. To have a smooth and steady footage is so important nowadays. Either that you are vlogging or you're shooting B-roll or anything quick. I mean, to use gimbal. Okay. So that's my gimbal. You know, to use the gimbal, to have a steady, it will take time because you need to balance the camera, and by the time that you put the camera, you balance it, the moment is gone. The Canon EOS R5 gives you that option with the in-body image stabilization up to 8 stops with a lens. Sony, at the other hand, gives you 5 stops with 10% digital crop, so you lose a little bit of the framing and the quality that you thought you had initially. Here again, the Canon EOS R5 has an advantage over the Sony A7S III with this function of IBIS. Last point, the Sony A7S III 4K 120 frames per second has a 10% crop compared to the EOS R5 with no crop in all frames, 8K or 4K. So taking all this in consideration or on board, the Canon EOS R5 gives you more options for your creativity than the Sony A7S III with this price tag. I mean, let me know if I am wrong in the comment box below. And give your reason, give your opinion why you think that the Sony A7S III is a better camera than the Canon EOS R5. For me, the winner here is clear. Is the Canon EOS R5 over the Sony A7S III. They are both different cameras, do different things. Please do like this video and subscribe to my channel with the chance to win this, mini tripod, mini steady tripod that I'm giving away. Just like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thank you. God bless you. Hakuna Matata. It's called Batia here, and I will see you in my next video.